Welcome to the Lead with Hope podcast, where we highlight stories of resilience, purpose, and leadership that inspire us all to build a brighter future. I'm your host, Brandy Kelly, and whether you're leading in your school, your workplace, or your community, this space is for you. A place to refuel with hope and rediscover what's possible. Today, I'm excited to welcome some very special guests to the Lead with Hope podcast. Joining me are two outstanding students from the Macoupin County CEO Program. Throughout the month of November, we're shining a spotlight on this incredible program that's empowering the next generation of leaders. These students, Lydia and Sean, generously volunteered to come on the show and share who they are, what inspired them to join the CEO class, what they're learning along the way, and what's giving them hope in this world right now. Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Let's start off by getting to know each of you a little better. Could you each introduce yourselves and tell us what inspired you to join the CEO program?
Okay, I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm Sean Roach, and I go to Gillespie High School, and I'm involved in a lot of things at my school. I do student council, NHS, all that. So I've got not too much time on my hands, but I do enjoy all of it. What motivated me to join the CEO program was I've always been interested in starting my own business, and I joined the program in the hopes of narrowing down what exact type of business I want to start, along with gaining skills that would help me run that business.
Thank you for that, Sean. And have you been able to do that since you've joined the CEO program?
Yeah, yeah, I definitely have a better idea of what I want to do now. I had no clue what I was even gonna center my business about before I joined the program, but now that I'm part of the CEO program, I think that I'm going to do something involved with either data or technology or something like that. And I plan to talk to my mentor, Jared, to narrow down what I want to do for that business.
Yeah, that's great, Sean. Lydia, how about you?
So I'm Lydia Vincent. I go to North Mac High School. I was co-captain of the cheer team. Football season is ending this week, so not for much longer. I'm president of the art club. I'm pretty active, like doing volunteer work. I'm also in NHS. So I'm pretty active in the community and I'm pretty busy most of the time I work as well. I joined CEO because I really wanted to break from routine. I really I enjoy school and I enjoy learning, but I also know that school kept me stagnant in one place. And joining CEO was like, I knew it would be an expansion for my growth. And I value that.
Yeah, I love that you said that, Lydia. Personal growth is so important. You are becoming a better version of Lydia every single day. So thank you for sharing that. And thank you both for introducing yourselves. Now that you've been part of the program for a while, can you guys maybe share a story or a highlight that really stands out to you? This could be a project, a mentor visit, some experience that has had a big impact on you.
I guess I'll go first again. One of the experiences that really had an impact on me was our visit to the Napa Auto Parts warehouse over in Litchfield. Because at first I thought, oh, okay, this is going to be another business visit. We're going to walk through, we're going to meet the owner, all that. It's going to be same shindig. But then near the end, we all went to this little meeting room and sat down in there. And Earl Flack, the president, was talking to us. And he was asking us questions like, what do you want to do after high school? And I said, hey, I'm going to go to SIUE for 2 years and then U of I for my last 2 years, get a degree in management. And he said, oh, that's really cool. Hey, reach out to me at some point about an internship opportunity. I can't guarantee that you'll get in here, but I'll see what I can do for you. And that really stood out to me because him taking the time to directly offer something like that to me really, really moved me.
Yeah. Wow. That is amazing. And when you think about the connections that you've made, even your first semester is not even over, even at this point in your journey in CEO, it's really kind of inspiring to see the connections, the networks you're building, and the possibilities for your future. Lydia, is there anything that stands out to you?
Yeah, so all of our personality tests were really interesting to me. So I'm someone that's very like self-aware. And
Mhm.
so like I have done all kinds of research on my own before this class and like on my own personality and things like that. And so seeing this with like other people really helped me because learning about myself doesn't do a lot for me working with others. So whenever I was able to see what everyone else's personality types were, that really helped me because I can realize how to work with others. And I think it was just beneficial for everyone in general because everyone needs to know how to work with others because the the point of life is to connect with others. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm a nerd. We have that in common in terms of loving personality tests, typologies, anything that has to do with self-awareness. I love it. I will try just about any personality test you give me. What personality test did you take in this program, Lydia?
we took the Enneagram. I was an 8. Do you remember what was the name of that? Was
The
it the Challenger?
Challenger. Yeah, the
Challenger, yeah. So yeah, very much like leadership, um like a dominant personality, but not necessarily overbearing, just like I don't know. I don't really know how to word it. We also did the colors test, and I was a green, which I asked a lot of questions before making decisions. Sean was also a green,
Yeah.
hence why we're both on project management, maybe. Um, but yeah, the all the tests were really good, and they were all very beneficial.
Yeah, the Enneagram 8, you're a challenger. And one of the things that stands out to me about the challenger, my husband is also a challenger. So that's one that I've studied a little bit more, getting to know him, his fears, his motivations, his blind spots. But you are fiercely protective of those that you love. So it's just interesting to see how those personality test typologies fit or don't fit. And it doesn't mean that it's putting you in a box. It's just helping you to understand yourself a little bit better. And as you said so beautifully, how you work with others, because that's the point, right? Yeah, that's great. So often we don't realize everything that a program like the CEO program has to offer until we're in it. What is something you've discovered about the CEO program that you wish you'd known before joining, or that you think that other people should know?
One of the things I think that people really need to know about the CEO program is that, well, actually, a few things. A, it's okay to mess up
Mhm.
or screw up or do something like that because you're in an environment where it's okay to do that. There will be no huge repercussions towards you. And I really think that the program is one of the only places you can do that because if you try to start a business, like, say, later on in life, and you screw up, you're probably down like thousands of dollars as opposed to the program where it's okay to mess up because that's not gonna, well, I mean, okay, there will be some like repercussions to failure, obviously, but it won't be severe. It won't be life changing. And another thing that I think people should know before going into the program is the importance of it. You don't even have to be like the most social butterfly, but just being willing to socialize with the people you meet goes a long way.
Yeah. And the idea of failing forward, the idea of having a safe environment to make mistakes in, I think there's so much to unpack there. But going back to Lydia's point of personal growth, that's how we grow. When we make mistakes, when we fail and we learn from those things, that's how we grow. So, in terms of failure or making mistakes, how does the CEO program and traditional school differ, Sean?
In traditional school, if you make a mistake, that usually means like you get a bad grade. Like if you get, I don't know, say a D on a test, that reflects poorly on your GPA, in which in turn will reflect poorly on your opportunities to say get into the college that you want to get into, as opposed to the CEO program, which is entirely different from school. For one, our facilitator Carrie, she doesn't act like a teacher. She doesn't tell you what to do. And if you make a mistake, that's okay. She gives you advice on what to do from there, or gives you advice on what you could do differently next time. And it won't absolutely like demolish any opportunities that you have, as opposed to school, where if you screw up, you've screwed yourself.
Right, right. Great point. The idea of grading and GPA, that does restrict that willingness to make mistakes. Yeah, that's a
Definitely.
great point. Great point, Sean. How about you, Lydia?
On the what to expect.
Yeah, so what didn't you expect that maybe you wish you'd known before joining or that you think everyone else should know?
How many connections you would make really, because once like before they were like, oh, you're gonna go meet with businesses, things like that, like they'll come to you. Um, I didn't think that we were gonna like get firsthand personal connections with them. I thought it was just gonna be like we know them, but we don't know them. Like Carrie
Mhm.
has contacts for like every single person we've met.
Right.
So to know someone that has been in a famous movie or like, you know what I mean, just things like that, it's really interesting and it's really beneficial as well.
Yeah. And the cool thing about it for this series on the CEO that I'm doing for my podcast, I've talked to former students as well, and the connections never end. These are connections that you can have if you want for your life. So after you get out of high school, just like Sean said earlier, if he wants to reach out to that guy at Napa about an internship, he's already got some connections, some relationships, a network that is in process and building. So it puts you guys definitely gives you a leg up in life, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, you guys are both high achievers. You're intelligent, you're articulate, you're going places in this world. What would you say to those people that they look at you and they don't see themselves? What would you say for someone considering the CEO program for the future? Why should they join?
For one, you don't have to see yourself in us. You're your own person, and you can also be successful as yourself. Um, uh, I would absolutely 100% recommend the program. It helps you become more apt to speaking. Um, uh, you're okay to fail in there, and it's just overall an amazing program. You meet so many different types of people that you would have never met in, say, a classroom in your first hour.
Mhm.
And it gives you those real world experiences, as opposed to just sitting in your class taking a test, when you could be out there meeting real business people in the real world.
Well put, Sean. Well put. What about you, Lydia?
Um, I think that if you believe you can, then you can. And if you think you can't, then you can't. So if you think you can do this program, if you think you can own your own business, if you think you can go to college, if you think you can pay for it, you can do it. There are ways to do it. You just have to put your mind to it. And everything around you is created by your whole head. So if you think you can do it, you can do it. And I would suggest the program because it's it gives you a very good bottom ground for how to start. And even as someone who's just in the first semester, I can tell that it's giving you a good foundation because it has everything there for you and you don't have to win at it. You don't have to succeed fully. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Lydia, I love that. The power of your mindset. And I've been watching the show Ted Lasso. Have you guys watched that before?
I've been told about it by one of my English teachers. She's a huge fan of it.
Yeah, I just started watching it, and he has a sign over his door. He's a soccer coach, and he has a sign over his door that just says believe. And it's so true, Lydia, that power of belief. It can definitely fuel your hope. And of course, I have to talk about hope because this is the Lead with Hope podcast. So, for the two of you, what is giving you hope in the world right now?
I would say seeing my classmates in the program and seeing how they develop, as opposed to how they were at the start of the semester, it's really inspiring to see all of them just take the reins on this and say, okay, we're going to do this. And it's okay if we're unable to do it for some reason, but it's just been really inspiring to see my classmates, their willingness to put that foot forward and just take the next step in the program.
I love that, Sean. I love that. Lydia, what's giving you hope?
I think it would have to be seeing everyone come together. And I don't mean just in our class, I mean like in the world overall today, because as much as there isn't a lot of diversity today, there really is. And like based on the system today, like a lot of people don't agree with it and some people do. And you see mass movements of people coming together. And I think that's really powerful. That gives me hope. And seeing our class come together as well, working on things.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing for human beings to come together. We crave connection, and the relationships you guys are building in the CEO program will definitely last a lifetime. So Lydia and Sean, thank you so much for joining me today. The two of you are giving me hope, and I am excited about what your futures hold. And it is clear to me that the CEO program is building not just entrepreneurs, but leaders who care deeply about their communities and their futures. The world needs your leadership, and change starts with you. Fuel your life with hope, embrace your purpose, and shine your light for others. Until next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Lead with Hope, where we believe that leadership rooted in habits, optimistic mindset, purpose, and excellence can truly change the world. I'd love to ask you for a small favor that makes a big impact. Help me spread hope. Share this episode with a friend or a colleague who could use a little encouragement today. And if this conversation inspired you, please take a moment to head over and give the show a 5-star rating. It helps others find us and keeps the message of hope growing strong. I'm also excited to share something new with you, the H.O.P.E Fueled Kickstart. This is a powerful, short-term, one-on-one coaching experience designed to help leaders like you reclaim your vision, reset your mindset, and reignite your purpose so you can lead with hope again. To learn more about the Kickstart program, just click the link in the show notes. Until next time, remember, the world needs your leadership and change starts with you. Fuel your life with hope, embrace your purpose, and shine your light for others.